following show contains adult content. It's not our intent to offend anyone, but we want to inform you that if you are a child under the age of 18 or get offended easily, this next show may not be for you. The content, opinions, and subject matter of these shows are solely the choice of your show hosts and their guests, and not those of the Entertainment Network or any affiliated stations. Any comments or inquiries should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for listening.
Sitting down and designing, where every man them are thinking, what are we gonna be wearing? Yo, I'm a Liverpool MC, you can't test me. Big up the girls inside the party, let's get down to crazy Jimmy. Big up myself and known as Alfie, the one and only, the Turkish MC.
Always love the clothes of Jimmy.
British, I'm your what I wanna be. Jimmy Star, new celebrity.
We'll take you out to Jimmy Star's.
Hey ho, what's up everybody? Welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, bringing you the good times in music, fashion, pop culture, and entertainment. We got a fun show for you guys today. Before we get started though, let's just say hi to my cool, outrageous man about town co-host, Mr. Ron Russell.
I am so excited about today's show because my tomato is coming on.
That's right.
Now, for those of you out there that don't know what a tomato is, the first time I referred to Joanna as a tomato, she was sort of offended. She thought that meant like a rotten vegetable or something. No, back in my day, we used to call gorgeous, sexy, hot women a tomato. Oh, look at that tomato. Or dish. Dish was the other. Boy, she's some dish. So I guess I carried it over and I had to explain to my darling Joanna that it's one of the best compliments you could give anybody. And she certainly is a tomato. Woo! Is she ever a tomato? I love her. She's out of her mind. Of course, we're going to commit her right after the show. But it's what makes her wonderful is her fabulousness. And Paul loves her to death, and he puts up with it because Paul is quiet. And, you know, he's like regular. So, you know, he's like you could put him in a corner. You don't even know he's there. But she is an explosive, dynamic, fabulous woman. And he is her best audience. He loves her so much. He just sits there smiling as she's performing. Now, let me tell you why I think she's a little nuts. You can go to her house and she could be entertaining you as like Davy Crockett, you know, in a cowboy outfit with a raccoon hat. Or she could be Countess Van Dracula. You never know what she's going to have on, a red wig, a black wig, a white wig, or what kind of a getup that she dresses in. I find her to be one of the most fascinating women I know. Beautiful, sexy, and terrific, and I can't say anything more about her except let's bring her on.
Oh, she's not here yet, and he's coming with her. So
of course she's not here.
So it's too early for her to come on.
Okay.
She's not supposed to come on until 12:15.
Let's talk about our weather. Palm Springs weather right now, you cannot buy it. It is the most beautiful weather. It's in the 80s and it's dry, no winds, all sunshine.
It's our first good week.
Magnificent. I mean, if the weather was like this all the time, all year long, I'd never leave. But unfortunately, it gets crappy. I still have my sinus and my not hearing because of my clogged head. So I'm on antihistamines now. In fact, I didn't take one. I'll take one on a music break. Allergy is a terrible thing. I'm suspecting, as the doctor said, it may be my dog. Well, if it's my dog, I couldn't care less about allergies. I will never, ever, ever, ever give up my little sweet Astro and my beautiful Brandy girl. Never, ever, ever.
So everybody to watch today.
Oh, my wristwatch. Yes, it's orange. And Jimmy gave it to me for my anniversary. And it's a Versace. It's the Versace Sport Collection. Isn't it beautiful? I have it in yellow. And now I have it in orange. And no more watches. I can't fit them in the thing anymore.
Yeah, that's okay.
This one is an extremely beautiful watch because the face is beautiful. And I love anything that's Versace. Versace is my favorite designer. I've got Versace pillows that Jimmy got me, real Versace pillows. And they ain't cheap, let me tell you.
So let's say hi to the chat room. Hey, chat room, what's up? We have a lot of people in it. Dawn says she loves to watch. and my T-shirt.
Oh, you have to see it in
Hub
person.
Reynolds is in the chat room with us. We want to
Hey,
say hey to Hub Reynolds.
Hey, Hub.
Be Claudia from
Wait,
Germany.
Hub, you still in love?
Yes, he is.
Because that girl is so pretty. You better bag this one. Throw a net over her.
Here you go.
This one you better capture.
Jeff Caperton's in the chat room.
Hey,
Stefan, Daniel Bell, Cindy Lady
Hey,
Lake,
Stefan.
Don Hinton. Let's see who else.
Say
Oh,
hello
so
to your
fast.
lovely wife.
Let's see.
Tina.
Yeah, hello to Tina too. Let's see who else is in there. I'm not sure.
You know, we haven't seen you and Stefan in a long time, Tina. We really have got to get together.
Absolutely. Okay, I don't see who else is in there, but you guys, we have a fun show for you guys today. So we're gonna have Joanna Heckman, who's also known as Gene Heathen,
And the tomato.
and Paul Gunn coming on, and then we have Charles Rosenet coming back. He was on last year, and he's got a cool event coming in up this weekend, and we'll talk about that and just shoot the shit. So it should be a fun
And
show.
I'm wearing a Ralph Lauren flannel shirt because it's cold here. It's only going to be 92.
Yeah.
But I dress fall because I'm an Easterner and I miss dressing in season. You know, in back east, you dress summer, fall, winter, spring. Here, it's always the same crap. Always, you know, shorts and crappy Anyway, so I'm dressed to look like fall in New York or Pennsylvania.
They said, no way, that's a flannel. Yeah, it's like
What?
it's like denim flannel, you guys. It's like a denim flannel. It's very nice.
It's not a denim flannel.
It is too.
It's just plain old flannel.
It's not flannel, it's denim.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. That's denim, honey.
Your ass is denim.
I worked in the clothing business for my entire life. That's a denim shirt. But it's almost like flannel, but it's really denim, you guys. A thin denim. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful shirt.
Well, if Ralph
It
Lauren
looks cozy.
designed
basically.
it, it's perfect.
And mine's Ralph Lauren, so we're
No,
both
I
doing
like.
Ralph Lauren
Listen,
today.
I don't wear designers because to show off I have a designer. Who gives a crap? I cannot fit in a Pierre Cardin. I know guys my size will say the same thing.
They don't make clothes anymore.
Pierre
Anyway.
Cardin cuts for some skinny little runty guy. Lauren cuts for the big fella. You know, the guy that likes comfort. And I would say 80% of my wardrobe is Ralph Lauren
Me too,
because of the comfort of his cut.
because they fit.
He fits well, he cuts loose.
Because we're big.
And he's a beautiful designer. So Ralph Lauren is my favorite designer. What say you out there?
No, we love Ralph Lauren. We're not like big, like fat, but we're both kind of bulky. You know, he's 6 foot and I'm 5'11", and we're, you know, we've got mass.
I'm big boned.
Yeah, big boned. I couldn't think of the word.
Yeah, big boned.
Yes, he's big boned.
I'm big all over.
Yeah, he's got a big bone.
You're filthy. I should throw you off the air.
Yeah, I'm filthy.
You're so disgusting.
Anyway, you guys, so we want to thank everybody for tuning in every week. The show's doing really well. Please listen to us on Red Circle, but you can also hear us on Red Circle, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, SoundCloud, iTunes, Spotify, Amazon Music, YouTube, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, TuneIn, and Amazon Prime. And we're having fun with all. And his watch matches his cup. And since Halloween is coming up next week, we're going to play a quick music video for everybody. And then hopefully our guests should be starting to come in to the chat room. But this is a Scarecrow. They're a hard rock band. We actually met this band at Chiller Theater in New Jersey back in the day when Ron and I went to it. The name of the song is Welcome to My Mind. The name of the band is Scarecrow. Enjoy, and we'll be right back.
If you listen carefully, we will prove our ability to transfer our thoughts to you.
Dipped its way in the strangest nights on the island. Drinks from the four corners of the world. For 2 nickels, 1 dime, a 10th part of a dollar. He got the show if you got the dime. It's just starting. They're all inside.
Welcome to the freak show. Welcome Now don't let this smile fool you. I'm gonna live just to cut you down. I love to slice up your tender body, then smash your pretty face into the ground. So come let the music move you, let the night make you lose control. We're all gathered here to amuse you. Yes, this nightmare will free your soul. Welcome to the freak show. Welcome to daytime. Welcome to the wild side. Come hear the evil sound. Welcome to the madness. Welcome to Omicron. And welcome to my mind. Now if there's something lurking in the darkness, and it's me, you better run and hide. If there's monsters in need of feeding, let your guard down, you're gonna die. So come let the music soothe you. Let it calm all your fears tonight. May this dance of the dead seduce you. So don't try and put up a fight. Now I'll burn your dream to the ground, and I'll destroy everything you've ever loved. After all, it's you who made who I am. Time to pay the price, and here I come. Let the music, let the lights make you lose control. May this dance of the dead seduce you. So don't try and put up a fight. Don't put up a fight. Come on, give it to me. Welcome to the freak show. Welcome to Downtown. Welcome to the wild side. Shake it, come on. Welcome to the madness. Welcome to Omicron. Welcome, 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 welcome. Hey! Welcome to the freak show. Welcome to Downtown. Welcome to the wild side. Welcome to the madness. Welcome to Omicron. Yes, welcome, welcome to my mind. Welcome to the freak show. Welcome to Downtown. Welcome to the wild side. Welcome to the madness. Welcome to Omicron. Yes, welcome, welcome, welcome to my mind. Welcome to the freak show.
Hey everybody, so that was Scarecrow. Welcome to the Freak Show. It looks like I sent a message to Jean Heathen, also known as Joanna Heckman. She says she's having trouble logging in. I'm not sure, so I'm working on it. In the meantime, Ron's going to tell you a story. Tell him some kind of
I'm
story.
going to tell a story about packaging. Packaging today is disgraceful. I cannot open this fucking thing to get my allergy pill. All right? Look at it. This little square crappy thing, try and open it. I don't know. I really mean it. I find I can't open containers anymore. I mean, everything is just so weird. They're afraid. Look at this. It won't come out. So I can't take my allergy pill. Imagine. How do they manufacture things? Why? They stick it in this hard plastic, and you're supposed to lift the lid, but the lid broke off. So now how do I get the pill out?
Isn't that terrible? I can get it out though, probably, but I'm trying.
I mean, I really, because I can't breathe. My nose, snots are going to run out of my nose now, down my mouth. I'm going to look disgusting. Yeah, with the short hair and the snots hanging out of my nose, forget it. I should hide in the closet. Oh no, I was in a closet for 16 years. No more closets. Where is Joanna?
They can't. She's having trouble getting in. I don't know why. I'm trying to figure it out.
Paul's having trouble getting in?
No, Joanna's having trouble getting in.
Oh, Joanne could get anything in here. You're kidding.
No, anyway. That's not, hang on.
Right, Joanna. Where are you, my dear?
So talk about something for a minute.
Talk about what?
I don't know, honey, but you see, I'm trying to work. I can't.
You're working. I'm upset about that pill.
I can fix that, though.
How can you? You really can't open it. However they made it, it's so strong. I mean, you can't puncture it. Look at that. Maybe I swallowed the whole thing. Think I'll die? He's not interested if I die. See, if I died, he wouldn't care.
Honey, I'm busy. Here, I can open it for you. Give it to me.
No, don't get Joanna on.
I can't. I have nothing I can do. I don't know what I can do. You have to just talk for a minute. I'm working on it.
Joanna, what's wrong, honey? Why can't
She
you
can't
get
tell
on?
you.
You're smart. You know how to do it. That bends. I tried that. You're smart. You know how to do things.
So talk about something else.
Talk about what? Let's talk about what? Think up quickly.
Halloween's coming.
Okay, and they're almost 2 weeks away from election. Everybody go out and vote. You have
Halloween is next week.
Right. You have to vote for what you think is the right thing to do, the right party to vote for. Be careful. Don't fall for all their bullshit, both parties. Be smart. Push your way through all the bullshit and the phony stuff and see maybe there's some truth to what these two say. But anyway. Jimmy, come back. Jimmy, come back.
I will. All right, so hang on. Here.
Oh, you got it open? He's a
StreamYard is currently unreachable.
genius.
She sent me a thing that says StreamYard is currently unreachable.
What happened?
It says StreamYard. Oh, wow. I'm not sure. Hey, Ron, you got any suggestions? She got a site. She got a thing that says this site can't be reached. StreamYard.com is currently unreachable. That's weird. Try it on a phone. Try on your phone. This is going to be, she has to be on Chrome. You have to be on Google Chrome.
See, this is the difference between having an in-house guest where they're seated right next to you or a techno.
There we go. I got the thing, though, for you. That's okay.
You got it?
No, I got the thing for you. You just took it.
I took it.
Okay. So anyway, well, let's talk about something because you're usually good. All you want to do is talk. So let's talk about something while I'm working on
All I
this.
ever want to do is talk. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
You'd like to talk. You just don't know how.
She says she is on Google Chrome.
You're so technical. All you know is that bullshit tweet. What is it called? Twitter?
All these things. Hang on.
Twitter there and the other thing.
Well, you want me to play music if you can't talk? I'll play music.
No, music. What kind of music you gonna play?
I don't know, but like I can't talk to people and try and do this at the same time. So I would need you to talk.
Your hair is too short.
Oh, I like it short like this. First of all, it makes me not look so fat and not so bald. I don't look so bald with this. So
Anyway, getting back to Halloween hotness, we had a good time. Everybody came, not everybody, but there was a majority of people in Charleston outfits, Gatsby, the 1920s. And it was so nice seeing all of our friends again that we haven't seen in a long time. It's amazing how some of our fat friends, women that were like 250 pounds, are now on the shot and they're talking to me about how they lost 40 pounds, 60 pounds. I mean, it's amazing what that shot's doing. So all of the women out there that were fat, and said, I love my figure. I love being fat. There's nothing wrong with being fat. There's no shame in fat. How come they're all on the shot now trying to get skinny? So you see, people blow it out their ass a lot. They say things they really don't mean. They say things to defend and cover up their insecurities, and they're ashamed. I know that when I gained, and I was up like 235 pounds, and I had chins and bellies and more rolls and a fat, roll fat. Anyway, I didn't like it. I was out of breath. One of my friends at the Halloween Hotness, she lost like 60. How much did she lose?
40.
No, she lost more than 40.
Oh, you're talking about.
Don't use her name. Don't use her
Okay,
name.
you're talking about. Okay.
My friend who I love, she lost, I don't know how many pounds, but she didn't do it through the shot. She had her stomach tied, and she's just losing weight and looking sensational. Boy, oh boy. She came in a slinky Charleston dress with beads, all painted, with a feather in her head. You know, she never looked like that when she was fat. When she was fat, she always dressed dowdy and didn't want to be noticed. And you had to see her taking pictures with her hand on her hip, you know, doing all the Hollywood red carpet shit. And she would look fabulous and feels fabulous and is going to be healthy, because overweight makes diabetes, it makes bone stuff, it does a lot of bad for you. So I would suggest to all of you out there who are overweight, don't say it's beautiful, because nobody wants to see a fat, naked person. Go do something about it. Get the shot. The shot's wonderful. Everybody that's on it loves it. What's that noise?
I was just looking to see. I click on the link and I got in right away, so I don't know why she can't get in. I was trying it on my phone.
I'm encouraging you because it's good for your health. It's a statistic fact that overweight people die 20 years prematurely. So you don't want to die 20 years prematurely. Lose weight. You'll feel terrific. I told a friend of mine, I said, the next time you're at my house, I'm going to give you a 25-pound stone, you know, a big boulder, to walk around the garden with, and you tell me how it feels. Because if you do carry 25 excess pounds, they do that with backpacks. You know, they make the heavy people that have lost weight put on a 40 or 50-pound backpack and make them go up the stairs. Well, they can't go up. They're out of breath. They're breathing heavily. So it's a fact that overweight is unhealthy. And I want everybody out there to be healthy.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I don't know. I've sent her some ideas to help her. So we'll see how
I
she
can't
does.
imagine that she doesn't know how to do this.
Well, I don't know what to tell you.
She and Paul probably had a big fight. They beat each other up and they're
No,
bloody.
don't say things
And
like
they
that.
can't be on screen.
No, Paul's on his way to her place to come on the show. So we'll have to see what happens in the meantime.
Paul didn't even get there yet?
Well, I thought he was going to be in LA doing it, and she was going to be in Las Vegas, but I'm not sure.
So where are they now?
I don't know. She's trying to get on in Las
What
Vegas.
state are they?
She's in Las Vegas.
So he's on his way to Vegas.
I don't know
from
where
LA.
he is. I can't talk to her.
Okay.
So, since we're having a little technical difficulties, everybody.
You know, we should play cartoons. Popeye, and Popeye's my favorite cartoon. As a little boy, I loved Popeye. And Olive. Olive is the best girl. Olive.
I never really liked Popeye.
Oh, I love
as a kid.
Popeye.
Did you guys in
And
the
then she
channel like
screams,
Popeye?
Popeye, 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 and then Bruto. My girl, you're my girl. Popeye was my favorite. I also liked Bugs Bunny. Nobody talks about poor Bugs Bunny. It's like Bugs Bunny is from another time. But Bugs Bunny was, what's up, Doc? What's up, Doc? What's up, Doc? You know, the guy that did it, Mel Blanc, was a very good friend of my friend Jane Russell. And we spoke often of Mel Blanc.
When I was a kid, we didn't watch Popeye that much. I didn't watch Popeye that much as a kid. We watched Johnny Quest.
Well, Jimmy, we have 20-something years between us. When I was a kid, you weren't even born. Nobody even thought you would be around.
That's true.
I mean, you were not even envisioning your parents' eyes either. We have a lot of time between us. And don't forget, 20, whatever amount of years, I was an adult already. I was, before you were born.
I think she's here.
Huh?
They said, welcome, Ziggy. We'll be with you soon. Let's let her in and let's see if we can see her and hear her. Hey!
Oh my God! Oh my God, she's here!
Say something. Let's make sure we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. So happy you made it. Can you turn your phone sideways or no? Yay!
Now we see the both of them.
How's it going?
I'm gonna smack the shit out of you when I see you for being late.
Hey, Paul, it's so nice to see you. We're so happy you guys made it.
Oh, I can hear your voice. It's hard to see you around this hat, though.
I know, around the hat.
No, the hat's like...
Now I would suggest you
We'll
take
begin
the
the
hat
second
off
down.
for the blind Paul.
We're gonna switch sides.
Actually, put Paul on the other side of the hat, and that way he'll be able to see. Put him on that side. There you go.
Okay.
Wait a minute. I can't
before
see
we
him.
go to
All right, you guys, hang on. We're gonna introduce you first. All right, everybody. Now we want to welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, Joanna Heckman, aka Jean Heathen, aka Ziggy, the Women of 1001 Faces, and Paul Gunn, incredible superstar actor. Hello, and you guys, welcome back to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell.
I can't...
Okay, before we go
Twice
any
this year.
further, hold it, calm down, children. Before we go any further, I want to hear about this werewolf banging another werewolf.
That's not what.
Werewolf, their castle.
You're on the cover of a book. Show us the cover of the
He
book.
probably doesn't. She probably doesn't have the book with
There
her.
it is. There you
You
are.
got it,
on the
okay.
cover.
You guys, the book is called Never Wear a Like and Love Story. She's on the cover of it. So why don't one of you guys tell us what's going on with the book and how you got involved?
I just asked her that. Why are you repeating?
Delayed. We're not hearing you. So just
They're delayed?
Yes, go ahead, you guys. One of you guys tell us about it.
Good.
Okay. Well, our business partner, Chris Ross Leone.
Hi, Chris.
He's like Greta Garbo. He's like, I want to be alone. I don't want to be seen. You know. So eventually, we'll get him
You
to.
gotta concentrate.
Yeah. So he wrote the book.
Oh, he wrote the book.
We all participate in research and ideas, and so go.
And he's
Go ahead, Paul. Say something, Paul.
I don't know. Well, like Chris has been, he's been invaluable and a godsend to us, and he's helped us to navigate through the industry. And
You guys have to speak up a little bit. Speak up
You know
a little
what?
bit.
I have to tell my audience. They do not do drugs. They may look strong, but they do not do drugs.
Is coffee a drug? I don't know.
Depends on what kind you got. What?
Yeah.
Between the two of you, can we get one conversation? I want to know how these werewolves are in love.
Well, I am the royal princess white werewolf, and I fall in love with this trucker who is Paul.
Actually, here, I wrote it down. So first of all, you guys, this is a real book. This book is available on Amazon. You can get it now. It's won all kinds of awards. It's written by their partner, Chris Ross Leong. How do you pronounce it?
Yes, that's it. Yeah.
Leong.
Okay.
And with Chris, they formed a new company called Epic Film Foundry, and they're going to turn this into a film. And the book is, and here's the summary of the book. I wrote it down. A loner truck driver spots a beautiful but desperate runaway in the middle of Death Valley. He's suspicious and doesn't want to get involved, but she prevails, and he gives her a lift to the nearest truck stop before continuing on his way. Two problems, though. One, she stows away on his truck, and the gang of werewolves that's been chasing her now want him worse than dead. And two, well, she's irresistible. That's you, irresistible. Are you guys at Starbucks?
Yeah.
I just rolled into town.
Paul just got into town, so
just drove from
so
LA.
we're in Vegas right now.
There you go. Actually, the chat room wants us to send you a big hug. So say hi to everybody in the chat room.
Hugs in the chat room.
Hi,
It doesn't matter. Just send hugs.
Listen, I really thought that you were going to be at Halloween Hotness. So I was kind of
Oh.
disappointed. No, with a few people.
No, we were too. Oh my God, I'm
Yeah,
so
we
sorry.
missed you guys. You guys look great, by the way. We
Oh,
love
thank
those.
you.
when
I
some-
had
We
to
look
take care.
great.
I had two
Oh.
properties in Las Vegas, and I had to take care of some landlord business. So I'm sorry, we missed it.
We missed you though, because you guys are always the
Yeah, 'cause
life of the party.
Right.
Oh,
And,
yeah, you
uh,
guys are the life of the party. What are you talking about?
Bullshit.
Well, between the four of us, we can all be the life of the party, and it's fabulous.
I used to be
Right.
the life of the party 30 years ago.
No,
now
it's
I'm
still
like,
going
now I'm
on.
like the
You're still-
centerpiece of the party.
Because
People walk
like
by and
we're
look at me
standing.
like a museum piece.
Go ahead, Paul.
Oh no, I was gonna say
Oh,
no,
please.
because like we're standing outside waiting to get in. They won't let anybody in. And
But yeah, but you
then-
two are the rock stars, movie
and-
stars. They're like, no.
And then
No,
Oh yeah, we don't have to wait outside. We just walk in.
no, we
They're
get
like,
total
"Hey, come on
VIP.
in with us."
Total
And then
VIP treatment.
we're-
Next
we get
time,
treated like
next-
VIPs with you guys. So
Next time, will you go with us, and that way you can walk in with us, and you don't have to wait in the line.
Exactly, right?
That would be wonderful. And we miss
The,
we miss
the,
you
roof,
guys.
the rooftop, the penthouse rooftop of Madame Tussauds is beautiful.
They
did
changed it.
What a job. They
You
covered
have
it
a
up.
penthouse?
Oh, they made it into a nightclub.
They put a bar up there and chairs and all kinds of stuff, so it was
Really?
nothing like it was before.
No.
And this was the
Okay.
first event that they had there.
And it looks like a nightclub.
Okay, that's right. Okay,
Reminds
good.
me of the discos of years ago. If they had music dancing, it could have been a disco.
Oh,
Next year they should bring the music in and make it a disco. Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah, it would be
Oh,
fun.
yeah.
Yeah, I love
They
this
should
stuff.
call it a Studio 54 party.
oh
So-
yes, Studio 54. Oh my, I heard
I used,
stories
I,
about
used to,
that.
I used to go to 54, so I could dress up as a character.
That
I
was
could
your
be Rolowina. Remember Rolowina, the queen on the roller skates with the wand?
Of course.
She had a magic wand, this queen, and she'd be on roller skates, and she'd be. Everybody was. Joanna, you would look normal in Studio 54.
Right.
Probably, yeah, we would. We'd blend right in. Yeah, you wouldn't
You
see
know,
us at all.
She always looks so Hollywood, so glamorous. That's probably why I love her so much, because she's really old Hollywood. You know, you're an old
totally,
soul.
totally.
I think you were
Yeah.
alive in the 40s,
Well,
the
that's what we're
30s
bringing
and the
back.
40s.
We're with
I
our,
think you
our
were
new
Gene,
film
you were
company.
Gene
We
Harlow.
are bringing back movie stars like old Hollywood.
I'm all for that.
He loves that,
Okay.
so that's why he likes you. Like he thinks you're like the greatest thing ever because you're glamorous, and he likes glamour.
Well, because that's what movies are. Movie stars should be glamorous, not
Yes.
look like the girl next door. Who the hell
Yes,
wants
I
to look at the girl next door? We
I
all
totally
want to
see
look
that.
at glamorous, beautiful women.
I like that.
And handsome men, Paul. You're
I'm
very
probably-
handsome.
I just drive the car and I pick her up and drop her off.
There you go. He says
I
he
would
just
love
picks
to
her up
have
and
that,
drops her off. He's a star
I'm
now.
the one that carries the groceries.
Yeah,
So-
she carries the groceries. So wait a sec, though. Tell us because you're really turning this. So you guys, it's called Never Were,
Neverwhere.
right?
Never
A like,
were.
Neverwhere, a like and love story. So you're really turning it into a film, right?
Yes, and we would love to have you both in it.
Yeah.
Oh, him. He's in it. He's the actor. I'm a producer. He's the actor.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, how about it, Ron?
Do
Ron
I play a
Donnie.
werewolf? I want to play a werewolf.
You want to play a werewolf?
I've never played a vampire or a werewolf or
Yeah.
any of that shit. I'm always a gangster or a priest or a doctor. Stupid roles that nobody wants. Uninteresting roles. I would love to play a gay werewolf.
Okay, werewolf.
Ooh, Jack maybe.
I'm gonna read the story. I'm gonna like get the book and read it. I'm gonna.
So let's get serious. Tomato, you played.
Yeah. Yes, darling.
You played the lead werewolf, right, woman?
Yes.
And Paul plays the lead man werewolf.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's my leading man.
Now, do you make love dressed as werewolves? Like, are you making out as werewolves?
Well, you're gonna have to read the book.
Or do you have to be
And then
people?
one-
Are you people or werewolves when you make love on screen?
Well, I turn into a people.
And she's got
That's the voice.
like 18 boobs.
You know that's. Well, he's obsessed with teeth. So.
Oh,
He is.
I figured we should just, cross that line early. So
Even-
that way.
He's trying to add like 17 teeth to me, but I'm like, no.
You have a lot of teeth. You can just stick the werewolf teeth. You just need the fangs, really. You've already got a lot of teeth, so it'll work perfect.
Well, teats, not teeth.
Oh, teats! Oh, teats! Got it. Okay.
What does he know about
Because Paul's obsessed with teeth.
Listen, you got to stop that camera from moving. I'm going to puke. You got the camera bouncing. I'm very nauseous already.
We need to hire a camera person.
We need to hire a camera person.
But yeah, we're really excited about this.
I'm excited. I'm excited about it.
Wait, let him
When
talk
Jimmy
about
told, shut up a minute.
Let him. He's telling you stuff, and you're not listening.
I can't. They make. I feel like I'm on a roller coaster.
Go ahead, Paul. Tell us a little bit about the film, and then let Ron to ask you a question.
So, yeah, there's a lot of werewolf films that are being worked on at this time, and Chris had this great idea to take the genre and turn it upside down, and instead of having it, fighting with each other, we have them as like a Romeo and Juliet kind of story,
I love it.
To like a person from one race trying to save their world. Yeah, species trying to save their world.
Interspecies.
Yeah,
Love it.
it's real kinky.
No, werewolves are really the hottest thing right now, though. They got that new werewolves movie coming out. I have a werewolf movie that I'm working on, and you guys have a werewolf movie that you're working on. So you guys can put Ron in yours, and I'll put you guys in mine.
Oh, that'd be fantastic.
I'm in Jimmy's movie, but I don't play a fucking werewolf. I play a stupid cop. Always a cop. A hood or a cop. Now I am starring. Listen. I'm starring in a movie starring Ron Russell. On top, my name before the title.
Oh,
no, seriously.
Of course,
Listen, I play a gay vampire, but not faggy, a gay one. And my daughter doesn't know I'm a vampire, and then she finds out, and I have to teach her how to become a vampire. So I take her to an enchanted land of like trolls and midgets and shit. It's a wonderful script written by Ming Ballard. Wonderful.
Oh, okay.
You will never see a vampire movie like it because it's not stupid. It's not, I want to suck your blood, that shit that everybody does. I play myself.
I like to suck your blood, though.
What did she say?
I like to suck your blood, though.
With that cute guy next to
you, we don't want to get canceled. So.
No, we don't want to get dirty, but with the cute guy next to you, I suggest that's who you suck. His blood.
But we're really excited about it, and we have like a few other
Paul,
films that we're working on too as well. And yes.
Paul,
Yes.
I've seen pictures of you half naked, and I've got to. No, don't laugh. This is a compliment. I've got to say that you are one of the sexiest men because you have an exotic look. You look Asian. You look Spanish. You have so many looks about you. And when you're down to your chest,
I have a lot of time on my hands.
No, you have a beautiful. I'm going to kill when I see you both, you're going to get beatings.
Do you work out all the time, though, for that? You work out a lot, right? No?
Not anymore.
Just on each other.
I love you, my tomato. I miss you guys.
Oh, I love you too.
You got to come out to Palm Springs. Now the weather's gorgeous here.
Oh. When you guys are on your way from Palm Springs from Las Vegas to LA, you stop by and on your way we'll go to lunch or dinner or wherever you are.
Oh my god. That would be so fantastic.
That would be a lot of fun.
Oh.
So how do you stay so beautiful? Not you, Paul.
Oh. I'm sure you weren't talking to me.
She's really beautiful.
So beautiful first.
You know what? If I were Paul, I would worry that some guy's going to come and take you away from him.
I'm very worried. all the time.
He's very
He doesn't
worried.
need to worry, please. I'm just like I'm a one man kind of girl, so.
Good for you. You guys are the
but
coolest couple
what?
ever.
You know what? Once they know they have you in the bag, they never marry you. You know. So what you have to do now is go out and fuck a few guys, let him find out, and then he'll get jealous and he'll marry you.
No.
Wait.
Look at her. She's like whispering little sweet nothings into his ear as we guys were talking.
You know what? Everybody that knows you guys loves you because
Oh.
you're so fucking out. You're so happy. You're so up there. You know, in today's world of depression that we have, we need more people like you. Give a joke, and have fun. And I was so excited when Jimmy told me you were born.
Oh shit!
When are they coming on? Where'd they go?
I don't know what happened to him.
Where'd they go?
Here.
I bet she turned the camera off and she's groping him.
I'm probing him.
They're still there though.
I was trying
There
to
we
get a
go.
picture. I kind of. Okay, there we go.
Now, what were you doing while that blackout came?
Well, you know, I have to probe him once in a while. You know.
Now, are you funded yet for the werewolf movie?
What's that? Sorry.
Are you funded for the werewolf movie?
No. Why? Would you like to fund it?
We're getting
Okay, so
We're
stop
getting
it.
Because we're
Stop.
taking.
Hold. Stop
Yeah.
the both. I'm gonna smack them when I see them so hard they're not gonna forget.
Just smack it.
Listen.
I want everybody out there to know that this film is available for funding. So if you're interested in funding this film, contact Joanna and Paul.
And Paul, you know, it's already
Stop it. You're like bad children. They don't stop at kindergarten.
the,
I'm cutting your hair off when I see you. Very short. Like this shit I had to get cut. I got cut like this because of Clam Motel 3 Ways to Hell. I played the
Oh
demo.
yeah, I missed you on that.
So
Are you on it?
No, I no.
So I
Okay.
so I cut my hair like a man.
You look great.
Anyway, listen. Now I forgot. Oh, money. We're talking money here, folks. Find out about the script if you're interested, and then contact them and see how much money you want to put into this movie. My suspicion is this is going to be a very different film than we've ever seen before. And
Yes.
that's what makes, I'm talking to you, Blondie, and that's what makes the film so good. See, when you make a film that's different from all the shit we've seen for 50 years, the film sells. And this film, I'm sure, is going to sell. Because the story, we have never seen a story like this.
No.
Where a beautiful werewolf woman gives head to a handsome werewolf man.
Wow, you really nailed it. We are taking a big risk and step. We're making like a whole new genre.
Yes,
So-
it's fantastic.
I can't wait to see it.
And the book, you guys can get the book. Everybody get the book because if it becomes a bestseller, that'll make the movie even a bigger hit.
Yeah.
So
Yes,
everybody
it's
get the book.
gotten 16 awards worldwide
18,
already.
18.
Oh, 18? Oh my God.
18 awards.
And it's only been out for a month.
Not less than a month.
Yeah.
Like 6 weeks,
No,
right?
it's-
Oh, a month? Okay.
Well, now it's public. The whole world knows about this book.
Yeah.
So we should get some response. What am I playing in it? Not a
Were you
werewolf?
playing in it? What?
I have to think about that because there's
I'm probably
there's a
not.
couple of perhaps
Don't
at the
put-
embassy, the ambassador, maybe.
Don't put me in it as a favor. Put me in it for my talent.
Of course. Hey,
And
you
please
guys,
just
said,
don't
you guys
make me a
said
cop.
something before that we absolutely believe in. Like friends are friends, but when it comes to film, they got to be good.
Oh, absolutely.
And
That's
so
why I
that would
said
not
he-
be as a friend. It would
But
be
I don't
because of
want
your
to
talent.
play a fucking cop. No more cops.
That's why I said I'm a producer. He's the actor. You guys have been working a lot though since the last time we had you on the show. Because I went down your IMDb and you have like Thrown Down, Mistletoe Massacre, Pay to Die, Skate to Hell, Animal Justice, Vice Squad franchise. What is that? A TV show?
I think that was a TV show, yeah, but I don't know how far along they are with it at this time.
Okay, and Devil's
I
Night,
just
which I
did-
know that one's coming out because I saw the trailer.
Yeah. Oh, you did? Okay.
Which one?
Devil's Night.
Oh yeah, Devil's Night. And then Werewolves and Truckers. I'm sorry,
No,
Werewolves and Bikers. Oops.
There's that. And I just came off of a set with Robert Miano and
Biling
was there.
Biling.
And, yeah, it's called Year of the Rooster, which hi.
So how come?
And Robert and Sylvia.
Are you friends with Robert Miano? Because like I sent him a Facebook message to come on the show and he didn't answer. So
we'll get him.
Tell him to answer that I want to have him come on the show.
He's marvelous, and Sylvia's
guy.
Amazing. Yeah,
I can't promise anything, but I'll.
Oh no, just ask him though. At least because people don't always look at their Facebook messages, so at least have him look at it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And Steve, he'd have a good time.
Yeah.
Okay, Paul.
Yes, sir.
You're not being in Clown Motel 3 Ways to Hell. It's a luxury because you're the only one in the business that's not in that movie. He has 130 something clowns.
Oh, really?
Every day he walked by and he said, "You want to be in a movie?" There's not one piece of talent in that movie, but me and 2 or 3 other people that are professional actors. 120 are just people that walk by, and he said, $10 you're in.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Lucky you.
I don't know how it would have happened because my character died.
Oh, you died in the second one?
In the yeah. So
I can't say it. Anyway, I forgot what I was going to say now.
He said so. Anyway. Oh, well, I want you guys to say hi to somebody.
Oh wait! I want to plug it. I always make fun of Clown Motel 1, 2. I always thought it was stupid. But I think Joe Kelly gets upset, but I don't lie to my audience. If the movie bar films. But I want to tell you something.
How did it go?
I think he's got something here with 3 Ways to Hell. I think, from what I know of the film, it might have a story. It's filmed better, and I think Joe Kelly has hit it finally with Clown Motel 99.
Love you, Joe. Hi, Joe.
Yeah, we love you, Joe.
Still need that
I will promote this one. Not because I was in the other one too, and I didn't give a shit about that one. But, this one I like. This one I think is going to be good, only because of the set. It's shot in Vegas in the lake. The cave. There's more to it now. It's not so stupid.
So wait, so the biggest thing that came out of Clown Motel 3 for us is we met this really cool couple, Mary Kate and Lucas. Mary Kate and Luke.
You gotta meet
Luke is in the chat room, and so just say hey to Luke and Mary Kate.
Hey Luke and Mary Kate.
They'll meet them because they're going to be getting more involved in more films. They're the coolest people that you'll ever meet. They were our guests for Halloween Hotness. Next time we'll take you guys. And they're really cool, and so they're in the.
We love them. I adopted them as my family.
Oh,
because they are what people were in 1950. They are Christian, and their family values. Their family values are the same as 1950. They are with their children all the time. They have a home. They cook. They live. Father Knows Best, or one of those corny shows that used to be on years ago with kids. I love them, and I think that they should set an example for other families.
Oh, that's lovely. I'd love to hear
have our families eat at the same table. Dinner. Remember when dinner was served at the table? You ate with your mother and father.
So I have a question.
Those days are gone.
So you guys did a movie. You guys did a movie called Mistletoe Massacre.
We did. Yes.
And the reason I'm bringing it up, one of the people in it was Eugenia Kuzmina. Did you get to meet Eugenia Kuzmina?
Does not sound familiar.
Yes, briefly.
She's also in Pay to Die.
She is so gorgeous. She looks like Grace Kelly. She is beyond beautiful. Beyond.
Okay.
And her husband. The reason I say this, her husband is the guy who took over for. Who's the guy? The guy in jail for Me Too.
Weinstein.
Weinstein. Yeah, her husband took over for Weinstein at Miramax. And
okay.
You guys are working with a lot of cool people. And she's very cool. A lot of dead people too. A lot of those movies are coming out, but a lot of the people, unfortunately, that wasn't a joke. You know, a lot of Angel Salazar passed
Oh,
away.
Angel.
Tom
Oh,
Sizemore
darling
passed
Angel
away.
Yeah,
Salazar.
but a lot of the
Oh, from
movies
Scarface.
that
He was
were
so,
good.
worked with him several times, and I we're planning on having him on our films, and I'm so sad that
He was
Angel
that. We
died.
met him at an event, and he was super cool. Angel
Oh,
Salazar.
he was marvelous. We actually stayed in the same house with him when we were filming.
Funny guy.
But we
He was
knew
marvelous. Oh my God, I love
We
you so
knew
much.
Sizemore
Oh
really
my
well.
God.
Sizemore was a friend.
Oh, and you got to work with Ken Divishian. Ken Divishian's the guy from Borat.
Yes.
Yep.
yes.
Aquarius.
He's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We had a lot of
He's
fun. We
too.
went to the Academy Award party with him, and it was a lot of fun. We had- we
So
had a
what's
good
the
time.
what's the next movie you have coming out that we could see?
Coming out? Or
That we're working.
Or
working
like
on.
next week or 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now. What movie should I look at? Not a porno movie.
Arena Wars.
I don't like your porno movie.
Well, he only does those. I direct him. No, I'm kidding. Well, this is no joke. Years ago, when I was in my 20s, I actually got to turn down Hugh Hefner. He wanted me to be in Playboy, and he wanted me to basically move in his mansion, and I turned him down.
Good for you.
I know a lot of girls that did
I think
that.
I was the only one that ever turned him down because he was not liking that very much.
Yeah, but he was
He
not.
doesn't
not
usually hear no.
Yeah. that's
Well,
real
you know,
good.
Joanna, I've seen your legs, and I can understand why Hefner wanted you to do. You have a pair of legs, my dear.
I'm all
you have
legs.
to lick them from the toes
Don't
up.
encourage her. Don't encourage her,
All
Ron.
the licking legs. Legs you lick.
You can encourage me. It's okay.
You know I love you. You know I really love you.
Yeah, I'm just
He doesn't say.
Not
And
the
he
Hollywood.
doesn't say that very much.
No, not the
Oh.
Hollywood bullshit,
Well,
darling.
thank
I
you,
love
darling.
you. That
Oh,
phony
that's
shit.
very sweet.
I really do. I feel alive when I'm around you. I'm
Yeah,
full.
well, yes. It's the life
And I
all
wish,
about.
I
Yes.
wish I could go to your wedding before I die.
You will. You will.
I hope so. I'm 84. You can move your ass, the two of you.
You have to walk me down the aisle.
I'm saving
Go
up.
go pick out the wedding gown, Joanna.
I'm an LA actor. We're poor, so it's taken me a while to save up the money.
That's
I do have my
okay.
mom's wedding dress, so.
You and Paul are the favorite couple of straight people. And people say Jimmy and I are the favorite of gay men.
Yes. Okay.
We're everybody's favorite gay couple.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
You're my favorite gay couple.
And you're gonna look good. Well, how would you go as a bride? What costume would you wear?
Well, I have my mom's wedding dress.
Oh, from what year? 1940, 50?
Let's see, when they get married, 1960 maybe.
Oh, that's going to be a mini skirt.
It's very traditional.
That's real
Very,
tight.
very traditional.
I have to
long
lose some weight.
sleeves.
I have to lose some weight.
What do you
Yeah,
say?
Paul
He said
wears.
it's very tight fitting. I have to lose some weight.
Yeah, he's gonna wear it. Yeah. We would like to switch off, sometimes I'm the dude, sometimes he's the girl.
So Paul, were you in Arena Wars? Because I saw you in Arena Wars, and I actually enjoyed Arena Wars.
No, I
Joe was
was,
in it.
but he was not.
I was.
Okay, that's my favorite Mahal brother film is Arena
Me
Wars.
too, so far. I
It
love it. And so meeting Michael Madsen on that, I got Michael Madsen a gig after that on one of the films I was working on called Dark Feathers. And I got Paul on that too. And it's the first time Michael Madsen ever wore a kimono. And it was hilarious. He's like looking in the mirror and he goes, yeah, this kimono I've never worn one before. It's pretty nice. And he stole the pants that he wore underneath it. It's so funny. It's hilarious.
And he left his phone.
We had to go give him his phone back.
So they're like, hey, Paul, can you go take this to such and such a hotel and for Michael Madsen? And I'm like, sure.
So we had to take it back. Yeah.
So,
He was cool.
hey, I thought we could go get the pants, but he didn't come out. We just had to,
No,
we
he
had
was
to
not-
leave it at the front desk.
He's not giving the pants up whatsoever.
Every time I see you, Joanna, you're dressed for an audition. And it worked because when I went to Hollywood Hotness, I went as a racketeer. With the short hair, I put a fake mustache. I was in character. Guess what? somebody was there and said, "We want you in a Warner Brother movie."
Oh
So
wow!
there you go.
That's
So
marvelous.
if you go out as different people, as Paul does also, Paul
Yes.
can look like a lot of people. You're auditioning because somebody's going to see you and say, "Wow." So for all of you jokes out there that think you're actors, don't go looking like homeless people all the time.
All right, unless you want to play a homeless person.
Exactly. But you and Paul are constantly changing your images, constantly, and that's how come you get work.
Oh,
Well, it's all Lon Chaney, man of 1,000 faces, and that's why a lot of people call me the woman of 1,001 faces, because
That's
I
right.
go one ahead of Lon Chaney.
One ahead of Lon Chaney.
That's exactly what we are.
There's also somebody in the chat room named Chi Chi Fraser who says hello.
Oh, I did
Chi-Chi, thanks for watching.
She's fine. She's darling.
She's great.
Yeah, she's the
Yeah, we've been friends.
I want to ask you guys a question then. I want to ask you guys a question. Because you both have lately, you're working with a lot of cool people. And so if you guys could have ever been in any movie, and it probably won't be the same for each one of you, what movie would you have liked to have been in is the first part of the question. So you guys tell me. And then the second part of the question will be male and female actors that you would love to work with that you haven't had a chance to work with yet. Give me a male and a female. And the thing is, they can be living or dead.
Oh, okay, that's good because.
All right.
Well, Some Like It Hot would have been really fun to be in.
Some Like It Hot.
Some Like It Hot. Okay.
Yeah, Some Like It Hot. She said she'd like to be in.
Oh yeah. You know, people that know me said to me when they saw Some Like It Hot, they saw me in drag. And I've seen pictures of myself in drag, looking like Tony Curtis. But why not? They said when I was young that I looked like Tony Curtis anyway. But I want to say something to Paul.
Yes.
Our dog died. The killer dog. So now you can come to the house.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh,
Well, we're happy. He lived a long, healthy, nice life, but now it's time to move along.
But we can never have anyway. People can't even come to dinner at our house
We
with
could
him.
never
I know
have
you're
two
saying
kids.
that.
No, we have to lock them in a room, and that's not right to lock a dog outside. And
Sure.
we just wanted to kill everybody that came near us. I'm not kidding you, Paul.
Oh,
Okay.
well, thank you.
Go back though. So what male would you like to work with, and what female then, Gene Heathen?
Oh wow. Oh wow.
Besides Ron.
Yes, I would very much like to work with Ron. We have to play it like toward lovers in some film, you know. Yes, I can think about that because yes, that's
All right.
what
Well, you
we
think
might
about
do.
that. Paul, you tell us what movie you want to be in.
I wish I would like to have done Legends of the Fall.
Oh wow,
Ron,
Legends of the Fall, good movie.
what part would you have played?
Brad Pitt's part.
What she said.
Brad Pitt's part. That's
I
good.
would have liked to, but they're not Asian, so.
Well, they could
Yeah,
be. Why not?
It's okay, but you could have been adopted anyway.
I could have.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well,
All right,
you're not really Asian either. I am though.
So wait, male and female actors you guys would like to work with, living or dead?
Okay. Howdy Doody.
Oh, I love Howdy Doody.
Brad Pitt.
I love Howdy Doody.
Well, no, it's just because you called him Howdy Doody before.
He loves Howdy Doody.
Jimmy
Brad
made
Pitt.
me, when Jimmy was designing clothing, he made me the most.
Oh yeah! Oh my
beautiful-
God, that's amazing. Oh, Jimmy, those are amazing. Wow. Yeah.
Jimmy made me a beautiful Howdy Doody T-shirt. Beautiful.
He loves Howdy Doody. So
I grew up in
okay,
Howdy.
what about a female, Paul? It doesn't have to be a love interest, just a female you'd like to work with that's not her.
And Angelina.
Oh, there you go,
Who?
Angelina Jolie.
My little daughter.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
You know,
That's
she grew up in
amazing.
my house. Right. I love Angie, so it's a good choice. And you would have gotten along fine with her because she's a very, very nice person.
Yeah,
She's
I'd like to
got a
work
lot
with
of
her
your
too.
qualities. She's got a lot of your qualities. She's
Oh.
different. She's very different than everybody, and she thinks different. I mean, I know you well enough, Paul. She,
Oh.
you and she would have been
That's
along.
wonderful.
Well, Who knows? One of these days, maybe.
Yeah, we will. We made lists of celebrities we want to work with, and yeah, she's a red stuff.
I don't think she's working much. She's doing like one film every couple of years.
Yeah.
Now, her film now is she's playing Maria Callas, the opera singer.
Oh, yes, I saw that.
They're
Oh,
coming
wow.
out with
Yeah.
Maria. She's only choosing excellent, exceptional roles.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
She has no time with the kids and the husband and all her benefits. You know, she gives away millions and millions of dollars every year.
Right.
So
Right.
for so many people in need. So
Yeah.
if anybody, I threw a guy off our show and I walked off our show because this rude son of a bitch was saying the most terrible things about her.
Oh,
That
really?
she was manufactured. I said, you fucking asshole. She came in my house when she was 16. With
Yeah.
a pair of tits, ass, and body of death at 16. And those lips were real. There was nothing fake on Angie Voigt, as I know her, Angelina Jolie. But that's a stupidity, jealous faggot. That's all he wanted. He wanted her. He wanted her tits.
Hey, you guys, do me a
Who
favor.
doesn't?
Say hi to Dawn Hinton. She's a big
Oh,
fan
hi,
of the
Dawn.
show. She loves you guys to death.
Oh, she's lovely.
Thank
Hi,
you,
Dawn.
Dawn, for your help.
Love
and
you,
support.
sweetie.
Yeah. She's
Yeah.
fabulous. She's so supportive, so it's great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
She's been
Oh.
really-
Okay, so your turn, Ziggy. Who do you want to work with?
Well, besides Ron,
Yes.
Oh, you're so full of shit.
thank you. I want to work with you so much. So much, Shotty, so much.
No, you'll get to work with him. We'll make that happen.
We're working
Oh,
together.
we
in
will.
one-
We're gonna put him in our film for sure. Yeah.
No, we are working together in one of Jimmy's movies.
I'll get you in one of
No, the
mine.
movie we talked about, remember?
Yes.
Cool.
Oh, that'd be so marvelous. I really gosh, the ones I really want to work with, like Cary Grant and Audrey Hepburn. Oh my God.
Gary Grant, Katharine Hepburn. Did you like Gary Cooper? I love Gary Cooper.
Oh, Gary Cooper's marvelous. Oh my God. My tap dance teacher looked just like him when I was young.
Oh, that's awesome. I like
Oh,
Logan.
and you know, talk about Angelina. I was also trained in opera, amazingly.
Do you sing?
Yes.
Do you ever record anything and sing it?
Haven't recorded. Gosh, I gotta think about that. A lot of them are older ones on like VHS.
No. You should though. You should like start. You should do the soundtrack. You know, sing some of the songs soundtrack wise for your movie.
Oh well, actually, I am composing some songs. I mean, it's mostly there's no verbal. It's mostly instrumental. But yeah, and Chris Ross Leon, he also composes. So we're working on that, and I'm sure Paul can put a few ideas in. I was teaching them piano, so.
Are you and Paul producing this movie?
Yeah. Yes, we are.
Or what?
We're producing this movie.
Oh yeah, we're producing it. Yeah.
And Joe's production designer,
Yeah.
and I, well, EP. So and
Have you had
probably
your
first
budget,
AD.
Have you had your budget done yet?
And Chris is directing. Sorry.
Have you had your budget done yet for your movie?
Not
Almost.
yet.
Just about.
Yeah, we're working on it.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
we
just it kind of just came out of nowhere, and we had to put together a company, and we had
And you're
to
shooting it
so-
in what desert?
What's that?
What desert are you shooting it in?
What desert are we shooting it in? I think the story takes place in Death Valley,
What part of it? Yeah.
but yeah, I mean not the whole thing, but the desert part takes place in Death Valley. But
So you're a location shoot.
It and the Neverwhere actually is a fictitious fantasy place that exists on Earth, but through another portal.
I'm excited about it. I can't wait to see it.
Well, you're going to be in it, so.
Did we?
No, again, I repeat myself. Nobody's ever heard of two werewolves falling in love.
Right,
Never.
right, exactly.
It's an original thing, and I want to see how it works.
Yes, well, we'll send you one of our signed books here. Because there's only 5 so far that all 3 of us signed, and we're going to give you guys one of them.
Oh, that's cool. I love that. Yay!
Good.
I'm gonna read it, and then when you put the budget together, let me look at it, and I'll see if there's anything I can suggest or help with.
Oh, that'd be marvelous. So yeah, but yeah, we'll discuss it because we might be financing it ourselves, but yeah, we're talking about that.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
Now
Not for the world tour. We only have like 2 minutes. So.
Now I have to get personal because my audience is nosy. Are
okay.
you two living together?
What's that? Sorry.
Are you living together?
Oh yes.
Are you sharing the same bed?
No.
No.
we
being
just
with
eat
other people.
fingers all over.
It's kind of like you know how the old sitcoms used to be. You know, they had separate beds.
Yeah. Like Lucy and Desi.
Well,
like,
no, Lucy and Desi had the same bed.
I thought they were.
So we're
Like all the movies of the 50s where they have two different beds, like in the bedroom with two different beds.
You were not allowed to see a man and a woman in the same bed. They always had to keep one foot on the floor. That's the only way they could shoot it. They would always sit on the bed. But once that foot was lifted, it was against the code.
Well, Paul keeps 2 feet on the floor, so.
Yeah. You said Paul sleeps with 2 feet on the floor. So you guys, this is Joanna Heckman, Gene Heathen, and Ziggy. You can follow her on Instagram at Joe_Anna_Heckman. Paul is Paul Gunn Actor. And you can also follow him, but now he must have got hacked on Facebook because now he's like, who are you on Facebook? Gunn, not Paul Gunn or something?
It's not Paul Gunn, but
it's not Paul Gunn. On Facebook, you guys follow them. Follow them on Instagram. If you want to invest in the movie, send them some messages on Instagram. We want to help make Neverwhere, a like and love story, a huge film. And you guys, buy the book.
Yes.
Buy the book. It's available on Amazon. And we want to give a shout out again to your new business and your new business partner, Chris Ross Young.
Yes.
Yeah. Please send money because Ron is expensive.
Please send money because Ron is expensive.
But he's worth it. He's so worth it. Yeah.
All right, you guys. Thank you so much for coming on. We got to move on to our second guest, but we love you guys, and we'll see you soon.
Love you so much, guys. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, darling.
I love you both.
Yay. Bye-bye. All right, you guys, real quick, we're going to take a quick music break. This is International Nova.
They are probably the sweetest couple you'll ever meet. Everyone out there, I wish you could meet the both of them because they are always fun and up and happy.
So, you guys, this is International Nova, Mansions and Audemars, and then when this is over, we'll come back with our second guest, Charles Rosenet. Enjoy.
And shiny things, treasures of every king, the sun, the stars, the moon to Mars, and everything between. More than any secret ever told, 'cause you work your weight in gold, 'cause you're my lady. So much more than all the mansions and the more.
So much more, right? My ride or die, bitch. My Bonita apple bunch, I'ma get a fly, miss. 'Cause I done been around and still don't see one. My little mama hold it tight, she might get a queen, shit, 'cause she might get a queen. My Mary Jane, my real love, there ain't no in between. 'Cause she my down, my missus hold me up. My lowest flower bomb, baby girl, she know what's up. Stop. Yeah, see I can take you there. We can take a trip around the world. Well, I'll take you there. To that white sand, somewhere with nice tans. To that moon and the stars, I'm the right man.
Diamond rings and shiny things, treasures of every king, the sun, the stars, the moon to Mars, and everything between. More than any secret ever told, 'cause you work your weight in gold, 'cause you're my lady. So much more than all the mansions and the more.
Wait, so now it's round 2. Wake up 6 up in that morning, you can hide our rendezvous. Your body's banging, hip or knocking, we can make our own scenes. Baby, keep it quiet, 'cause them neighbors, they be hearing things. Damn, wait, let me massage your body. We can make this all night. Show you just don't tell nobody. Lay in your back, caress your spine, baby, at your own
So, so give me one night. I guarantee I can blow your mind. I can make this last your whole life. To that white sand, somewhere with nice things.
To the moon and the stars. Diamond rings and shiny things. Treasures of every king. The sun, the stars, the moon to Mars. And everything between. More than any secret ever told. You worth your weight in gold. 'Cause you worth so much more. So much more than all the mansions and the more. Than the more.
I'm saying, baby, you're worth so much more. Mansions and Audemars. Tell them sunshine. International Nova.
Hey, all right, everybody. That was International Nova. Now we're going to bring on our next guest, Charles Rosenay. Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing great, guys. Great to see you again.
Good to see you, too. All right, so let me do a proper introduction. This is going to be a lot easier than our last interview since you're not in Starbucks stoned. All right, everybody. Now we want to welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, producer, actor, author, promoter, tour organizer, and paranormal investigator, also known as the Crypt Master Chucky, Charles Rosenay. Hello and welcome to the show. Back to the show.
Woo, woo. Love all those slashes.
Yes, there's lots of slashes in there, which makes it a lot of fun. And I hope everything is going. I'm sure you remember Ron.
Of course. You guys mentioned Howdy Doody, and I just sent you a picture to the email of myself with Bob. A really great memory I had.
Oh, with how is he? Bob's. I don't know Howdy Doody. That's
And you
him.
know what? You look like Bob a little bit.
You think?
I remember him. I watched Howdy Doody every day.
It's great.
It's Howdy Doody time. It's Howdy Doody time. Bob Smith and Howdy Do. Say Howdy Do to you. I even remember the song.
I made him a shirt, and I actually got him a Howdy Doody, like I mean, not a really old one, but I
don't know what it was about that puppet show, but I owned a Howdy Doody doll, a Clarabelle doll, Princess Summer, Fall, Winter, Spring. I wish I had them today. They're worth a fortune because those are the original puppets.
Don't you have a Howdy Doody watch too, or no?
Oh, I still have my.
Yeah, he has a Howdy Doody watch. That's like
I had all the Paul Winchell stuff. I don't know if you remember Paul Winchell and all his characters, his puppet characters.
Paul. When I lived on Long Island at the La Havre Apartments, Paul lived on the top floor, so I see him all the time in the elevator.
Yeah,
and he will always turn his back to me.
Oh no!
And do the voice of his mannequin.
Uh-huh.
Oh, isn't it our floor yet?
No, that's
nice. Paul Winchell was very nice.
That might have been the Knucklehead one. I forgot which one that was. Which voice that was. But anyway.
So we are in the chat room. Say hi to everybody in the chat room.
Hi, chat room people. How are you?
Just saying hi to you. So we'll talk about all the things that you do, but you got a really cool thing that you're doing this weekend, right? It's called Final Stop Murder on the Rails.
So for years I did, your normal pop out, chainsaw, teenage screaming, haunted attraction type stuff for many, many years. And then COVID hit, sold that, moved into this Shoreline Trolley Museum in East Haven, Connecticut, where they used to have one of those type of scares in the woods in the back. And they said, can we do something that's just right on the antique trolley where the people take a ride out, come back, and you put on an event that's really special on the trolley itself. And so the first year we did, a couple of years ago, we did this whole, I told ghost stories, and then we had a seance, and it was really neat. It was very, very theatrical and very fun, but the people expected something else that was not what they were getting. So last year we transformed it into more of a scary murder mystery theme because we love murder mysteries. And this year we went a completely different direction, stayed with the murder mystery, but made it completely funny, completely campy, completely theatrical, and people are loving it. We hit on it this year the right way.
I know. I like love it. So I wrote down.
You know why that is? People today are starving for fun.
Fun.
There's no such thing as laughter anymore. Comedians are not allowed to be funny, and movies are so disgusting, or they chop them up, blood, stupid movies, which I don't in them, but I don't like them.
Ron,
So
I just
doing
read,
something refreshing.
yeah, I just read an article that sitcoms are next to non-existent on TV anymore. The streaming doesn't use them, and network television, there's maybe one on one of the networks, and I don't know how many there are, but you used to go on a Thursday night and it was 6 in a row. You see, or Saturday nights when we were growing up, sitcom after sitcom, Golden Girls, whatever it was, and it's scarce. So you're right. We need more fun. We need more laughter.
And we have MTV here in Palm Springs, which has Carol Burnett. It has Perry Mason. What's the other ones?
Me TV. We watch what? It's got MASH, Green Acres.
And the network is a major. hit.
Hogan's Heroes. I love Hogan's Heroes.
And this network is a major hit.
So Me TV, you have to watch it on November 2nd. It's Collector's Call. I don't know if you've ever seen the show on Me TV.
My favorite show. I'm a huge collector.
Every week.
I'm the expert that week on November 2nd. You have to watch it.
Oh, what kind of things are you the expert on? What is it of?
The Monkees.
Oh, that's right. I knew that. You wrote a book on the Monkees. Now, I'm not a huge Monkees fan, but I'll watch that just because of it. But I watch Collector's Call every week. I've got I've got a lot of a huge collection.
A warehouse full.
I have an action figure collection that's unbelievable. Matter of fact, last week was my birthday, and I got all kinds of stuff. And I got a 3.5 foot, animatronic Chucky that like stabs and so it's really cool. So I love that. I love it. And I just got. We were at Halloween Hotness, which is a charity event for St. Jude's, and I bid on a Hot Toys like deluxe version Amazing Spider-Man from No Way Home. It's like $500 doll, and I got it for like $100. And I have an amazing collection. So that's cool, and we will definitely watch that on Me TV. I love Me TV.
Please, what's the girl that hosts it? What's her
Blair.
name? Blair. Tell her to take that thing out of her face.
I can't stand the fact that she has that thing in her nose.
She's too old. She looks stupid. She's old. She
shouldn't have it. She shouldn't have it.
It annoys me because she's pretty. And leave that to the little kids, the crazy ones.
I would love to host that show, though. I think that would be so much fun to do a show like that.
You could host it.
Lisa Wenchel, I think, is we're talking.
Yes, Lisa Wenchel. Yeah, Blair Underwood is her character. That's right. I'm sure. I just call her by her character name. So let's go back to Murder on the Rails, an interactive murder mystery on a moving trolley at the Shoreline.
Slow down.
Shoreline Trolley Museum. So It's in Connecticut. So you live in Connecticut.
I do. It's in Connecticut.
Where do you live in Connecticut?
I live in Orange, which is on one side of New Haven. East Haven is on the other side of it, and it's so unique because this whole museum, it's tons of old trolleys, plus an inside history of the trolleys. But for us, we take it over. People go in the box office, they check in, they take care of their tickets, they come out, and I don't want to give too much away, but a famous movie star dies. And he dies, and then everyone is shuffled onto the trolley. This is it. The inspector determines that the trolley guy was the guy who got murdered was poisoned, and now we have to find out who's the culprit. And we go through by talking to the people who are on board and getting them involved and embarrassing them and laughing all together. And then there's a few might be staged actors on board, and some of them may or may not be guilty. And then the audience, the people who attend, they have to decide who done it. It's a who done it, in other words. And they will usually guess a gal or a guy who are maybe planted or not planted. But every night, every run, it's different, because depending on who the people think is guilty, they usually think it's their peers. They usually think it's this poor innocent person who's on board with the rest of us. And then sometimes that's not the case. But then we give prizes. There's this awesome restaurant literally 5 minutes away from the trolley called the Transylvania Restaurant. Romanian food, vampire themed restaurant. And it does phenomenal. It's really doing great in East Haven. And we give away gift certificates to the restaurant because they're our sponsor. So everyone who walks off, whether they guessed who done it or not, they get rewarded with a prize.
I love it.
So it's kind of a murder on the Connecticut trolley.
Well, last year we called it Murder on the Shoreline Express. Right, we're on the same wavelength.
There you go. Which I love those movies, and I love those whodunit things. What's that movie with Charlie Chan and everybody in it? Where they go to that house?
Oh,
I love that movie.
with Lionel Twain.
Yeah. Oh my God. Anyway, you guys, it's a great movie. If you haven't
Maggie
seen it,
Smith is in it. David Niven is in it. All the old timers.
it's a great whodunit movie, you guys.
They go to the Haunted Mansion, and it's called.
I forgot it,
I
but
forgot what it's called.
anyway,
Fun movie.
So I have a little a little promo that you gave us. So
Yeah.
Juan, put together the Murder on the Rails promo, and you introduce it real quick. Juan will play it, and then we'll be right back.
Here is the official promo trailer to The Haunted Trolley. Final stop, Murder on the Rails.
You guys, so it's thehauntedtrolley.com if you're in Connecticut or going to be in Connecticut. This is the last weekend, or you have more after this weekend?
This is the last Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and then we're also doing an encore run right on Halloween. So if people, want to bring their kids, it's fair. It's family friendly. In the past, it was, a lot more intense, a lot more scary. In the past, we would have done really creepy, atmospheric music. Here, it's that like cheesy 70s Columbo Kojak type music. And the inspector there, Inspector Montgomery Shue, is just great. People walk out, they love him.
I love it. So I think
It sounds like a lot of fun. If we were there, I'd go.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I would do it. I'd come on your trolley.
It would be fun.
They might think you were the guilt. They might think you were the killer, that you were the one who done it.
You never know. He's a good actor, so he can play it up.
It wouldn't be the first time.
It's so funny because I've been in, as you guys know, a bunch of films, and someone recently asked me, have you killed anyone? Are you ever the bad guy? And I go, half the films I'm in, I get killed. I think the funny ways is how I get killed. Stapler through the head, crowbar through the neck. Funny ways. But these are all grade B, low level productions that I just absolutely love being in.
I never held a gun in a movie.
Oh, I did once, and I was very uncomfortable.
I shot a gun, a rifle, and I just finished Clam Hotel 3 Ways to Hell, and I finally got.
Really?
And guess what? They don't actually have bullets or the sound of the gun.
Right.
So I have never shot a gun in a movie, so I had the rifle, and as we're shooting, I'm doing.
Really like doing it.
And the sound said, "Run! Stop it!" I said, "Why?" They said, "You're making the shooting sounds." I said, "I know." But I never shot a gun in a movie, and I had to do it. I just had to go.
We were having such a good time with it. It was a lot
I
of fun.
really had to do it. It was in me. You never have that where you got to do it. You're not supposed to, but you do it.
Yeah, there was one line, and I can't remember. I think they threw me out of the film, where I kept, oh, that's ridiculous. And I do that horsey sound.
I don't know how you do that. I couldn't even do that with my that horsey sound that he just does where he makes his cheek. I can't do that. You're not as good as he. He's better at it. Okay, so you have this great thing, Murder on the Rails.
I think it's wonderful.
What's the website again?
Wait a minute, hang on. And I think everybody out there that can get to it should, because it's different, and your family will love it. And I know I've been to the murder thing. Where was it? In Pennsylvania somewhere? The mansion, where you go in the mansion, and it's the same thing.
Yeah.
The guy stabbed him in the den or wherever.
Like a whodunit thing, a murder mystery.
And then the audience is part of it. And of course, the audience always gets fooled.
Right.
Yeah. And I'm sure you're doing the same thing.
But it's fun.
Your murderer is the least conspicuous.
What's great is our detective will always look at who the youngest kid is in the crowd, and that he'll make him the junior detective. And it's always getting, that young person involved in the thing. And I just love that. I love audience participation in everything I do. I do a lot of library appearances where I talk about my books. And first thing is I ask them questions. I want to hear them respond, and I want that feedback. I want to know what kind of crowd I have. And, the funnier they are, the more boisterous they are, the more interactive they are, the more my personality comes out and more fun we all have.
So I wrote. Oh, go ahead.
I worked the stage for many years.
Yes.
At nightclubs.
Yes.
And I loved the interaction with the audience.
Yes.
It was really fun. Every night was a different show.
Yeah, of course. And I've swept the stage at many nightclubs, so we're close in that way.
I had to threaten some of the nightclub owners with some names from guys in Brooklyn to get paid.
Right.
Back in those days, they let you work, and then they say, "Oh, we didn't make the money, so you're not getting paid." Bullshit. I called Brooklyn, and those guys talked to them, and I got paid.
So you do a lot of cool things. That's how I said you have producer, actor, author, promoter, tour organizer, paranormal investigator. One of the things that you do that's really cool, and I don't know how often you do it, is your dractours.com. Tell everybody what that is, because this is Halloween, so people will dig it.
So much fun. We do actual vampire vacations to Transylvania, where we bring people on the Dracula tour to Romania. Half of it is the history, Vlad Tepes, Vlad the Impaler. So it's historical. But the other half is we're following in the footsteps of Jonathan Harker from the novel Dracula by Bram Stoker. So we're mixing the fiction, the fun, and the lore of Dracula with the actuality of Vlad, and the people come back and have the greatest time. We've been doing it 26 years. This is going to be the 26th year every year, and people can just reach out through dractours.com. That's the website. And that's the ultimate. It's the ultimate Halloween event. It's the ultimate vampire vacation, and people don't even know such a thing exists, and they love it.
I think it's the coolest thing ever.
Do you remember Long Branch, New Jersey?
Well, I've heard of it.
The haunted house they had in Long Branch, New Jersey.
They had a very famous haunted attraction, right?
They built this beautiful big haunted house, and they had actors, in it,
right,
jumping at you and being, it was wonderful. And I don't know why it didn't survive.
It's a lot of
people screaming. They loved it.
I had one for many years, and it's hard keeping the actors on high quality. You're using a lot of teenagers. It's hard to get them to commit. When I had the haunted house, I was happy if we had 80 actors. That was I could have filled every scare spot. And on some nights we had 40. On some nights we had 50 or 20. You never knew based on a given night whether it would be at its top efficiency or if it would be, okay, we're getting by. And that drove me crazy. I hated not being able to fill every spot where I knew a scare could happen. Right. And then, it's a lot of work. If it's indoors, you're luckier. If it's outdoors, you're a slave to the weather.
Yeah.
These hay rides and these haunted outdoor attractions, if they get rain or crappy weather on a Friday and Saturday for 4 weeks they're only open 4 weekends in a month, they could really get devastated. So it's a tough ship to run when you're doing a haunted attraction.
You have a lot of them, though, because I wrote them down. We have, besides Murder on the Rails, you guys, we have DracTours.com, which is Dracula, ToursOfTerror.com,
Yes.
LiverpoolTours.com, ParanormalConnecticut.com, SalemParacon.com, Paracon.org, TheHauntedTrolley.com, and then you have, then we'll go back into your books different. But that's a lot of different, like, events.
Yeah, it's crazy. There's a different website for each event. And you mentioned, we talked about the Dracula tours, and you mentioned Liverpool tours. I've been doing Beatle tours to Liverpool because that's my other passion. You know, I love the rock and roll and the Beatles, and then the monster stuff. Those are the two things I have to juggle because they're both my passions, and I turn them both into, you know, all my you know, side hustles. But the Beatles tour to Liverpool, 41 years, bringing people to London and Liverpool on the Magical History tour. And, you know, there's so many businesses. You guys know, you go to your best restaurant, your favorite place, and one night it's, for whatever reason, it's off. The food is colder, the waiter, whatever. I get 100% satisfaction on these tours. And I don't know if it's, maybe I'm lucky because I host them and I go and I make sure that the personal touch, that people have a great time, or I just hit on the right itineraries and the right places we go to. But I get back. I'm still in touch. Everyone who's ever gone on my tours, we still send Christmas cards. When Charles, when's the next great tour? I want to go. We had a great time. So 100% satisfaction. We're very lucky that way.
No, that's super cool. And it's a kind of a wide, broad variety going from horror to like music.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
A lot of work. Fun work.
The CEO of Costco,
yeah,
hired my daughter to do his mansion in Florida to be like a haunted house, so he could terrify his friends on Halloween.
Wow.
When my daughter took the job, she said, "Daddy, you have to help me. It's overwhelming." So what we did was we dressed the house with cobwebs and flickering lights.
Yes.
We did the living room with a coffin where the dead body flew in the air, and of course I hired people.
Yes.
And they were paid. They were paid $100 each for the night.
Yeah.
That's where I met him.
And I hired him.
That's how we met.
To be the funeral director in the coffin room.
I love it.
When I met Jim, he had long hair, earrings, and weird, you know, like a hippie. He looked like a nut.
Mm-hmm.
And I said to him, do you think you can do what are they called? Funeral director.
Yeah.
And he said, yes.
Of course.
So we had every room with different stuff. Well, when I went in the funeral room and looked at him, he had on a beautiful blue suit with a tie and his shirt. His hair was cut. I thought, wow, he's really nice. And he had been coming on to me for a long time. So I said, okay, let's go. Let's give it a shot.
Yeah.
So I met him.
We've been together, and we've been together ever since.
Married for 11 years.
What if he didn't cut his hair and get into a suit? Would it still have happened?
He probably wouldn't have liked me.
Who?
You. He said, what if I wouldn't have cut the hair and worn a suit now?
Forget it, right?
I was like walking around, you know, in like jeans and t-shirts that said, fuck me, I'm famous. I wasn't really into it.
I dress very Ralph Lauren, conservative.
Yeah.
To be with him, I would have only emphasized what a freak he was. I mean, he had dungarees on, jeans on, where the whole crotch was cut away. You could see boxer shorts. I'm going to go out with
I was a celebrity clothing designer. That's actually how I built this podcast originally, and that's why we have such a big horror following. Is because like I became friends with like Clive Barker and Doug Bradley and all these people, and I would give them all clothes when at conventions, and then they all came on the show, and that's how we built the show.
I was best friends with Jane Russell, the movie star. I used to go to dinner and lunch with Jane Russell. I could never present him to Jane Russell.
I think she lived in Connecticut, actually.
Who?
Jane Russell.
No.
Before she passed. Yeah.
No, she left his house and died after leaving his house in Florida. She got sick and died.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
She lived in up in North California, Santa Maria. She lived in Santa Maria. And she was here working and staying with me. I took her to the airport, and that was the last time I saw her. They brought the plane down in Tampa, and then she went home and died of congestive heart failure.
Oh,
Sad.
At 89, and looking as gorgeous as when she was.
But I've been a horror movie fan since like a little kid.
yeah.
I've loved them all. The first horror movie I think I went to when I was a little kid was Phantom of the Paradise.
Oh,
Back in the day, and then Phantasm, and I was friends with everybody from the Phantasm series, and a lot of people don't know that movie, Phantom of the Paradise. You obviously do.
Rhea lost from the other side, Beef and Paul Williams, and
Yes.
this is the greatest unknown. Rocky Horror is wonderful, but this is the definitive horror rock musical comedy with references to Faust and to Dorian Gray and to Phantom of the Opera. This movie is genius, and the world doesn't know it.
It was the first movie I was allowed to go see by myself without my parents, and that's the one I went to go see. It's a great movie, and I love it so much. So the horror thing is like a big deal for me, and so let's transcend that because we've got 13 minutes into your book. So you have two books, I think you did, right? One, Book of Top 10 BeatlesList.com. Okay, that one I'm not as excited about because I'm not the biggest Beatles fan. But then you have
we discard this one. We'll discard this one.
There you go. We'll discard. Then you have the Book of Top 10 Horror Lists, and I wrote down. Whatever the book is about, you have monsters, actors, celebrities, athletes, and rock stars. Tell us what the book actually is so we can sell some copies for you.
Yes, it's 100 celebrities give their top 10 lists. So we got athletes, we've got horror scream queens, we've got rock stars, people who are, known in the world, notables. And I gave them free reign to come up with this. Was, based on David Letterman's top 10 list. Give me a top 10 list. Doesn't have to be funny, but I want the reasons why. So if you're doing your top 10 favorite horror movies, you can give me the top 10, but I need to know explanation for each one. And we've got, Sarah Karloff in there, Boris's daughter. We've got one of the Munsters, one of the Beatles, one of the Monkees. It's endless. And it's 100 of those in there. And it's fun.
So the top 10 horror list, is it horror movies or their top 10 horror, whatever they want?
So, for example, Sarah Karloff did the top 10 things in life that scare me. It didn't have to be top 10 favorite horror movies, but 75% of them were.
Okay, so what are your top 10? Well, give us like your top 5. Do you have a top 5 for yourself? What are some of the horror movies that you like a lot?
Number 1, The Exorcist.
We watched it last night, but I fell asleep. It got I don't know, I haven't seen it in a long time, and I fell asleep on it. But it was on late last night.
Number 2, Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein.
Love that movie. That is the funniest
love. And number 3, Phantom of the Paradise. Would you believe that's in my top 3?
Cool.
But wait, before I forget, if I did a funeral director scene in a haunted house or in a room, I would have the coffin closed. I'd have the funeral director in there. And what does everyone do? They're going to walk over to the casket and open it, right? Well, I wouldn't have someone jump out then, because that's the easy scare. I would have them close the coffin and then someone jump over from behind the casket to scare them, because that's the unexpected scare.
There you go. I love it. I think I love this is my favorite time of year. I love Halloween. I love all the scary movies. We watch a lot of the classic scary movies. So you got Phantom of the Paradise as number 3, which I'm gonna have to probably watch that again now, just because we're talking about it. They actually have the action figure of the Phantom of the Paradise on eBay. I started watching it the other day. It's kind of expensive for what it is, but eventually I'll probably get it. And so that's number 3. What else you got?
Then it's a tie for so many. The Sixth Sense is up there in my list. The Psycho is not in my top 10 because I think it's overrated. And I love Hitchcock, and I have other of his films higher. But probably Bride of Frankenstein, because it's the first movie I ever saw with my mom on when they used to have the $1 Million movie in New York. It was on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and she made me watch it the whole week, and I finally fell in love with it. So I don't know if they had a similar thing on the West Coast where they had $1 Million, where it was the same classic movie every night, but that was before streaming. So if you wanted to see a movie when can we watch The Wizard of Oz once a year, right? And now you can watch it at a finger
on Thanksgiving.
And Thanksgiving, that's right. So
Right.
it was a rare treat, and we watched Bride of Frankenstein. So that's part of my DNA. But so many, my gosh, even there's some great recent ones that have come out. But digressing. And
The movie that I liked the most, my neighbor when I lived in Beverly Hills was Andrea King. And Andrea King was in the Beast with Five Fingers.
Oh.
It scared the hell out of me as a kid.
Yeah.
Getting to be her not best, but a frequent friend, I used to ask her about the movie. And she said Peter Lorre was the funniest man in the world. He was always playing jokes on everybody in the set. And I said to her, that movie scared the hell out of me. She said, I was scared to hell out of it because they used to terrorize her. She'd be sitting at the commissary table. Somebody would crawl along the floor and put their hand up, coming on the table with the fingers. And she would scream because she had to deal with that mechanical hand in the movie.
I love it.
So I agreed with Andrea that Beast with the Five Fingers was probably. I watch it all the time.
Do you put the Lost Boys in there anywhere? Lost Boys is probably my favorite movie of all time. Lost Boys is a big woman. But Lost Boys is like my favorite movie, primarily because I knew everybody, like most of the people in it, and it was a lot of fun. And I like the torture porn movies, so I like Saw, and the Saw franchise, and Hostel, and the Hostel movies.
Have you seen Terrifier?
I have not seen the third one yet.
Yeah.
I did see the first two, and we did have Phil Falcone on the show a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, yeah.
Who's one of the producers of it. And
I'm told by a lot of people that some walked out, and they said it was over the top. It was just too much. They couldn't bear it.
It sure is, and I loved it. 2 and 3 are amazing. But the movie you mentioned, The Beast, I'll tell you the two people who picked it in my book.
Okay.
Chuck McCann. Remember Chuck McCann?
Of course I remember. I don't
know who that is. Who is he?
Chuck McCann was a comedian. He used to play Hardy, Laurel and Hardy. Which one was Hardy? He used to play the fat guy.
He played Oliver Hardy, and he's been in a ton of movies, and he was a big TV host for kid shows in New York. And John Provost from last.
John Provost, I know.
What was the kid show that he did?
Lassie.
No. What's his name?
Chuck McCann.
The other guy, yeah, Chuck McCann.
So he would host the morning shows with your typical morning hosts, and it would be Three Stooges, Superman, and Bozo in order, and he would be the host of whoever did it.
Didn't he dress up as some character?
I think he did.
TV show where he dressed like a merry mailman, that kind of thing.
That sounds right. If we Google Chuck McCann, we'll definitely find where he is. But guys, I will share with you, at the risk of people not buying this book, the ultimate top 10 terrible 10 list of the people, what they voted as their top 10. And I'll do it real quick. Number 1 was The Exorcist. Number 2 was Psycho. Number 3 was The Shining. Number 4, Frankenstein, the original. Number 5, Dracula, the original. And then Jaws, Night of the Living Dead.
Oh, yeah.
Love it.
Original.
The original, right. The one
Black and white. Oh, that scared the hell out of me.
68, the original. And then Alien, the original. Rosemary's Baby, and The Wolfman. Those were the top 10 most selected from the people that I spoke to. But again, if I did that list now and I asked, 20-year-olds and 30-year-olds, it might be the Terrifiers and the Friday the 13th and the Halloweens and the Chuckies. This was, I think, of a certain age group that picked those.
Yeah, I think depending on the age group, they are always going to be different, because I don't think what we like is the same thing that what they would like now.
But Psycho, remember one thing. Moviegoers had never seen anything like it. The star of the movie does not get killed in the first 10 minutes of the film.
Right.
Number 1. The fact that we couldn't get over the blood and the stabbing, we had never seen before, because the senses wouldn't allow it. You never saw blood in a movie prior to that on a person. So to me, the moviegoer, it was all new stuff. It was frightening. Now it doesn't play as well because it's minimal. You know, she gets stabbed, big deal. When you have other people having their eyes cut out, you know.
But you know what, Ron? You never see the stabbing. You never see blood on her. You never see.
You never would have passed the senses.
But also the imagination of it in those days was greater than if it was shown. The impact was brilliant. The genius
absolutely could not die. Even when the car was going down in the swamp, I said, how's she going to get out of the trunk? Yeah. It's like we didn't want Janet Leigh to die because she was a big star. We loved her.
You know, I just watched on Cinemax or HBO Max, Salem's Lot. They did a remake of Salem's Lot. It's nowhere near as good like the first one was. But have you ever seen the movie Martyrs?
Martyrs.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't remember it. Tell me.
So for me, that's probably like the creepiest movie. I probably would never watch it again because it had a religious undertones of how much the Catholic Church, you know, how much pain they would let you go through, you know, to survive, and they like remove all the skin off of somebody's body, and it was so bad. And I watch everything, but for me, that's the one movie. Like if I had to pick, like what would be the one movie that you could probably never see again, that would be the movie for me. Would be Martyrs. So how do we get your book? We have 3 minutes, so we're going to go to let's see, I wrote it down, book of top10horrorlist.com, but the 10 is the actual number 10.
Right.
So you take a book or just book of?
Take the word the and just book of top 10
horrorlist.com.
Exactly.
And the same thing for the Beatles, you guys. Book of top 10 beatleslist.com.
Exactly the same way. Book of top 10 with the number 10 beatleslists.com.
And then you guys, if you're going to go this weekend or on Halloween for the Haunted Trolley, it's thehauntedtrolley.com.
Yes. And we still have tickets for late Saturday night, Friday later, and Sunday. The early runs on Friday and Saturday are sold out, and we'll be open Halloween as well.
Which is terrific. So I think that
I'm surprised that the House of Wax didn't make something. That was an exceptionally good film with Vincent Price.
Vincent Price can do no wrong, whether it's Theater of Blood, Dr. Phibes, House on Haunted Hill. Oh my gosh.
We did a movie with Vincent Price.
Really?
On Hollywood Boulevard, all the way up to Laurel Canyon, I sat on the curb of the street with Vincent Price. We had to run up and down Hollywood Boulevard, a bunch of vampires and stuff, and we were tired. And they didn't have any studio chairs around, of course, because we were shooting and running. So he sat down, and I sat next to him, and we began talking, and he was the sweetest guy. And he was also Jane Russell's best friend, but at that time, I didn't know that.
Everyone loved and still does love Vincent Price. I don't know if you've ever had his daughter Victoria as a guest. But
no, I would love to, because I have so much in common with Victoria because of Jane and Vincent. Vincent Price was a very dear, close friend to Jane Russell.
I'm going to have to find the contact for you.
Yeah, that would be great. We'd love to have her on. And also,
that would be a lot.
Did you like the House of Wax remake? Like, I actually liked it. I didn't think it was terrible. It was a little cheesy, but I mean, it's not like the original. But did you like it or did you hate it?
Paris Hilton, right? It was. Yeah. It was fun, but the original was
way better.
This was 3D.
Don't forget, House of Wax was in 3 dimension.
Yeah, that's what he just said.
And I was 14 years old. I'd never seen 3 dimension. So it was scary that when Vincent was running through the streets with nobody around and she's running away from him.
Oh, we got to go.
Oh, we got to go.
We got to go. So you guys listen, anyway. Follow Charles Rosenay on Instagram. He's Charles Rosenay, Rosenay. Please go to bookoftop10horrorlist.com or bookoftop10beatleslist.com. Get his books. If you want to go to Transylvania or Romania or whatever, go check out his websites. And if you follow him on Instagram, you can find all his sites. And the Haunted Trolley is this weekend, so thehauntedtrolley.com.
Sounds like fun, folks.
Thanks so much for coming on the show. It's always a pleasure, and we'll talk again soon. Thank you so much.
And you and I could talk forever.
Ever.
Because we have all the same information. You were a delight to be on our show. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Charles. Bye, everybody. We'll see you next week. Everybody have a great weekend. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Can try not to get so wrong. Yeah, we in the mix. Yeah,
we in the mix, it's another episode. Here we go, the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell. Interviewing the hottest, newest, and truest of today's celebrities. Make sure to subscribe so you can get notified weekly. Jimmy Star, he's the king of cool. Ron Russell, he's a gorgeous dude. Chat room is live and you would be a fool not to vibe with us at the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell. So come watch it live on W4CY Radio. Miss some past episodes, download on iTunes. The Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell. It's the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell.